Good morning, everyone. Everyone can see my screen? Please give me a
Yes.
thumbs up if you're able to see my screen. Thank you. Welcome to AAE Bank Comprehensive Banking Management System, developed by our team, myself, Anna, and Edgar. In today's presentations, we will walk you through the key features and functionalities we have built, demonstrating how AAE Banks provides a user-friendly interface for managing various banking activity, such as handling accounts, employees, and customers. We will also discuss the technology we have used for our approach problem solving and share the challenges we have overcome during the development process. Now that we have seen what AAE Bank is all about, let's take a closer look at the textures of a power of our system. We will explore the core class relationships that forms the foundation of our bank management system. Bank has an account, customer, and employee. Account is a checking, saving, fixed deposit. Employee is a full-time and part-time. Customer has many accounts and has a checking and saving accounts as well. The UML diagram presented here is the comprehensive architecture of our banking managed system. It includes the key classes such as customer, blank, employee, and account, and their respective subtypes. We have created UML based on 13 classes to put it in a NetBin. Each class describes the attributes and method illustrating how they interact and depend on one another. The sequence diagram represents here visualize the interactions between various actors and system components within our banking system. It outlines the flow of the message exchange from the operations like login, customer management, account management, and transactions management. As you can see, there are different actors using the system like customer, admin, and employee. All of them will be using for different purposes. Customer does login to make a transactions from their account where the admin has full access to manage the bank. Now I'm going to pass to Edgar, who's going to talk more further into the project.
Thank you, Amin. And thank you, everyone. Good morning. Here are some screenshots to show how we use GitHub and GitBash to collaborate while working on our project. At the top left is our GitBash terminal, where we use commands to add, stage, commit, push, and pull or clone our project files. At the top right is the GitHub repo where you can see the project files and collaborators. Moving on. In this screenshot, you can see that we make changes to our My Driver, Bank, and Bank test classes. NetBeans highlights these files in blue with an M. This means that the files have been modified since its version or update. And this helps to easily identify which files need to be reviewed or committed. And now we're going to move to the bank results slide. The left of the screen with the white background is the initial display screen of our bank project. At the top are three logging options. Option 1, banking logging, which is an admin logging. Option 2, the customer login. And option 3, the exit program option. As an example, you have username Anna and password Anna123, who has admin credentials. After logging in, she will have access to everything. You can see that under the menu options. And now we'll see the same thing on the next slide, but for the customer. The left of the screen with a white background is again the initial display screen of our bank project with the customer login business logic. Again, three options: bank login, customer login, and exit program options. And as an example, you have username Emma Watson with customer ID 201 who has customer credential. After logging in, she will have limited access. She will only be able to deposit, withdraw, or log out. And now on the next slide, we will talk about persistence. Here's a snapshot to illustrate how we stored and persisted our employees, customers, and account objects. We use buffer writer to reduce the number of writes to disk. The employees, customers, and accounts correspond to our bank hash map objects. And now, Anna will continue with our presentation.
Thank you, Edgar. Okay, I will share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? Okay, thank you. Once my teammates have described and introduced the project's keys, functionalities, and features, I will run our project to show you how it works. And now you are able to see our two logins that we provided. So once I will log in first as a bank administrator, I will have to put all my credentials to log in. And I will be able to see the bank management full menu that we have in our bank. So first of all, I would like to show you the current data that we have. So now you will see the list of the employees that we have. I will show you the list of the customers that we have and the list of the accounts. Now I will add and update an employee. I will add his ID. I will add his name, will be a Brad Pitt. And he will be our full-time employee. Then I will add a customer. Entering his ID, then his name, Tom Hanks. And he will be our business customer. Then I will add also an account. Adding an account, I will have to provide an ID account. Then I will put that it will be our saving account. And he will ask me for the balance. Then I will put our balance 2000. And of course, the customer name who will be Julia Roberts. I will save all the data that I introduced, and I would like to show you how it saved into the file. So here you are able to see our employee that we added, Brad Pitt, the customer, Tom Hanks, and the Julia Roberts account. Then I will rerun again our program to show you how the management, the administrator in the bank can find. Give me a second. I will put all my credentials. And I would like to show you how our administrator can search customer by ID. And if I will put the customer ID to a 1, you will be able to see that customer was found in our data. So if we will search an employee by ID, and the employee ID is 101, so here the employee that we found. Of course, we can make a deposit, and the account that we want to deposit is 500. And here you can see that the account ID and his deposit that we put, the balance changed. And I also will use to show you the withdrawal that we will can make for the same account and amount that we want to take is 300. I will save it and I will show how it the balance changed to the in our file for this 301 and 302 accounts. So you are able to see that account changed based on our deposit and based on our withdrawal. Next, I will run again to show you how you can log in as a customer. Once I log in as a customer, I will also have to put our credentials. So here I am able to see the menu that we provide for our customer to make a deposit. So if I enter the amount that 600, you will be able to see that our deposit was successfully done, and now it is 600. If we put 600 now, the balance changed. And if I would like to make a withdrawal just to show you in comparison, you will be able to see that the balance changed. And here you are able to see how the balance from 1,100 changed to 800. I will save everything. And I will just show you that the balance also changed in my files for the account 301. So you are able to see how the balance changed. Now I would like to pay attention to our I will clean and build our program. And the project show, I would like to show you the test coverage in order to to see that we paid a lot of attention to give you a good quality project. So and here is our test coverage, the report coverage that we made. We are also in the process, as you can see. So we paid a lot of attention to giving a good and quality project test. So here you will see that all our tests that we had to make for all our classes, and we are able to give you a good and quality project. So now I will, this live application of our project has come to the end. I will go to the following slides. And here are the tools that we use to improve collaboration and speed up our process while developing the project. NetBean was our primary integrated development environment for the coding. GitHub and Git Bash were used for update control and data management, which made it simple for us to work together. Canva and Draw.io had been used for professional graphic design. And Google Meet and WhatsApp will be used for the communications. Moving to the next slide. I would like to say thank you very much, and we appreciate your time and attention. We are now available to answer any questions you might have. Thank you.
First of all, fantastic job, guys. Give a big round to this group because they have done a fantastic job, right? They have not only completed the project scope, but they use the tools, technologies, and everything. So before we go further, I have a couple of questions for this group. Keep the last slide on the screen, so at least we know that this is your project. The first question is, anybody can participate from your group. When you started this project, how did you plan that who does what?
So what we have done is first we looked through the template of what is the requirement it is, and then we made up in the group and we talked about it, what to do. So we first started off with the diagrams to like just to introduce the project of how the project should be looking and everything, and then we just started to meet up every day to do the project.
So when you were, again, anybody, you have to rotate the people, so at least everyone gets a chance. Like when you started as a plan, did everything work as per plan, or there was a change or hiccup? Edgar, you can participate here.
No, it was like the toughest part was the beginning, because we kind of didn't know where do we start. That was the toughest part, and so we just decided, let's start, and we just went to our UML diagram, and we dropped all the classes into the NetBeans, and we started doing our work. But during the process, we had, different problems, like a couple of customers, colleagues, they dropped out of the team. That was a little bump. And at the beginning, we didn't use GitHub. So collaborating was a little difficult because we were sharing pieces of code through WhatsApp. And we didn't use GitHub until the last kind of couple of days, and we saw kind of an improvement there. So at the beginning, we were just like one person was coding, and everybody was like,
Observing.
kind of giving their inputs through WhatsApp or through the Google Meets app. But I think we adjusted. We adjusted it as a team, and slowly it got better.
Very good. So this question is for Anna, for you. When you were working for a Java project, I saw your data in the file goes in a middle. Could you explain me how you are able to do so? Because normally either you rewrite the file or you append the file, but I saw your record were going in the middle. So what technique did you use? How were you able to manage that particular record goes in the middle of the list, not first, not last?
Actually, I was with Edgar in the meeting, and he showed me how I can move, and he was the person who helped me in this.
That's a fantastic. Whatever you have done,
Yes.
that's a fantastic. Because that's not easy, because it's adding to the top or adding to the bottom. It's a lot easier, but adding into middle, you have to iterate the loop and all, and having a list of array list or hash map.
Hash map, please.
Yeah, so it's a very specific that required art. So thank you for doing. And how you manage the code coverage? I saw your code coverage was quite impressive.
Yes, I just started from making the test for each class, and I just took all the methods from the that we created in the class, and I started to make the tests for each method that we put it in the class. So in this way, we could increase our code coverage, but of course, we do have a little bit of problem in my driver. For my driver, just last night it works, and today in the morning I had to just to put comment on it because it wasn't running. It was good.
Yes.
Can I add something on the code coverage?
Sure.
Too sharp. Anna was obsessed with the code coverage from the beginning, so she worked at it, and she worked at it really hard. So thank you, Anna.
Thank
you to Anna.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, so Marian has a question.
It's a question for a group. What would you do differently, knowing that, after you complete the project?
What we will change here?
Yes.
What would you do differently?
Differently? Actually,
I would.
Yeah, Edgar, go ahead.
I would learn GitHub first, and from the get-go, go with GitHub to improve our productivity. Because at the beginning, it was more of the work was loaded to one person because they only had access to the code, and I think we lost a little productivity in that.
Very good. Yes, others can add also. And Emmy.
Of course,
Other thing that. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, of course, maybe we will add more, we will add a menu for the employee, maybe, and we will put, since we decided to create a new version C for our project, and we decided to make it from scratch without using any code, the samples that you provided, because it was a teaching for us to do as a group, how we can do. It was a discussion between us. So in this way, maybe we will improve a little bit in our menu.
And adding it to Anna too, also we would improve on the security features too as well.
Yeah, I can see your password, by the way.
Yeah.
That's part we need to do secure. But overall, fantastic job. I want to make sure you understand. Trust me, I didn't know this much when I was working for IBM, right? IBM, I only knew hello world. That's all, because system out. That's all I knew. But you guys did a wonderful job. Remember, the real life may be 10 times complex than what you did, but you will have 10 times more time also. And if you build the muscles of figure it out or persistence, working little extra hours, I personally think, like, when you start a new job, simple activity will not take time, but there are certain critical activity will take time. And I many time did not even sleep whole night to do certain work. And one simple thing take like 5 hours, 10 hours. And this is the reason project is important. And having a good group, especially three of you, build a muscle right now. Anytime you have a question, you can bounce the idea. So throughout the journey, create a network. Create a network where you can ask question. I have 5 to 6 friends I have whom I ask question when I have financial problem or social problem or project problem or team problem or business problem, and I get some idea. So having this kind of group is a blessing.
Morning, everyone. I'm excited to present our Experts Bank Management System, which is designed to manage various banking operations efficiently. So Lilani, Seda, Randy, Kang, Toiba, and myself are part of this bank. Let me walk you through the goals of our bank. So as you can see, our goal was to design and implement software objects representing key elements of our banking system. To make user-friendly system, we developed a set of menu options. We aimed to ensure that the application is easy to navigate, making it straightforward for users to access and manage the information they need without unnecessary complexity. Now moving forward to the classes relationship. So the relationships between the classes are very crucial for defining how different components interact with each other. So as you can see, bank has one-to-many relationship with the customer and employee classes. Customer class has one-to-many relationship with the account class. Account class has one-to-many relationship with the account type, that is savings and check-ins. Employee has one-to-many relationship with the employee type, that is full-time and part-time. Moving forward, we have our sequence diagram. So as you can see, the sequence diagram illustrates how objects interact in a particular sequence of events and processes. As you can see, we have users, admin, and employee as actors, and bank, employee, customer, account, and balance as our objects. As it shows the thorough process, making it better for understanding and making the coding and everything in the NetBeans. Moving forward, we have our class diagram. So as you can see, it helps us to understand the relationships and responsibilities of each class in the system, showing the implementation of the system. So the class diagram components contains classes, attributes, methods, and relationships. It really helps in coding as we have visual of from where we can start and follow.
This is our source package. As you can see in our bank management system folder, we group our classes into package based on their roles and responsibilities. And we have the menu package. This is for our 3 portals for our system. We have the admin portal, the employee portal, and the customer portal. And then another group, another package is the service package. These are the group of classes that provide services for our entities. Before handing over to Randy for our demo, I'll switch to my NetBeans. Can you thumbs up for if you see our file, my NetBeans screen? So this is the main driver that will call our system. I'll hand it over to Randy to present and give you a walkthrough to our bank management system.
Thank you, Lay. Good morning, everybody. We're going to go ahead and do a short demo on how the admin portal functions within our system. First of all, actually, we're going to choose answer choice number 1. And then we're going to add in our admin username, admin user password. Now, once the admin portal opens up, now we have 6 functions to choose from. We're going to start off with function number 1, which is going to display our bank information. And as you can see, the bank information is displayed. And moving on to number 2, now we're going to add an employee to our system. We are going to go ahead and choose part-time, which is going to be choice number 2. And the first name is Harry. And the last name is Potter. And we're going to continue putting in the data for this part-time employee. While we're inputting the data into the system, the admin allows bank administrators to manage the bank's operations, user accounts, transactions, and other critical functions. So as we are entering in now the address and the social security number, the position of the employee, and because it's a part-time employee, we have hours and an hourly rate. And we're going to give this employee a username and a password. As you can see, the information that was inputted into the system is present on the screen. Now, if we wanted to update this employee information to change this part-time employee to a full-time employee, we're going to go ahead and choose option number 3. And we're going to go ahead and enter 2, the first name and last name of the employee that we are needing to change the input information. First name is Harry. Last name is Potter. And as you can see, the information is inputted in there. Now for employee type, we're going to go ahead and choose number 1 because we are switching from part-time to full-time. So we're going to choose number 1 to make this employee full-time. First name is Harry. Last name is Potter. And we're going to continue to input the information in for this employee. The difference between the full-time and the part-time is that part-time has an hourly rate in hours, as opposed to full-time now will have a salary and a hire date. Everything stays the same except for the last 2 variables, which is the salary and the hire date. And now we're going to hit enter. Oh, we're going to actually keep the same username and password. That will stay the same. And now if we hit enter, we see our updated information to reflect full-time for our employee. Now moving on to search employee, we can also be able to access this same employee by choosing option number 4. And we're going to search the employee by first and last name again, number 2. And we're going to put in the information for the employee's name. And as you can see, we were able to search this employee. He has been updated in the system as a full-time employee. Now we're going to go ahead and display all the employees by choosing option 5. And as you can see, all the employees are present in the system. And to go back to the main menu, we are going to choose option 6. And I'm now going to hand this over to Lay.
Thank you very much, Randy. I'm going to walk you through to employee portal, who is responsible in creating the customer and their accounts. So I'll choose 2 from the main menu and then enter my user name and the password. So I'm able to log into the employee portal. I will create a new customer. I'll choose option 1. We have 2 customer types. It's individual and business. I will create one for individual customer. I'll choose a first name. I'll enter N. I will enter all the customer details. Enter phone number, social security number, email, and then the username. And their password. After the customer is created, there's a message here that it's successfully added to the file. Later, I will show you the file where the customer has been created. But meanwhile, I'll choose the accounts for the customer with ID3. We have 2 account types, savings and checking. I'll create an account for savings. I'll enter the available balance and the interest rate, and then the withdrawal limit per month. On this process, in this transaction, the account for customer 3 with account ID 4 is successfully added to the file. And then it will prompt me if I want to create another account for that particular customer. I'll just press N, or I'll choose yes to create another account. I'll choose 2 for the checking. I'll input another available balance for a checking account, debit card number, maintenance fee, and then there's 2 accounts has been created. Previously, the account with ID 4, and for the checking, the account ID 5 was successfully added and created for customer 3 with ID 3. Then I'll choose no, not to create another account for that customer. And then it will go back to the employee portal menu. To search for that customer, I'll choose 3. And then I can search the customer with these following options: ID, first name and last name, business name, and then another option for going back to the employee menu. I'll choose 2. I'll enter the first name, and then the customer found in the system with these customer details. And then I'll choose 2 to update the customer information. I can search the customer by ID, or option 2 for the first name and last name. Customer ID is 3. And then there's another, this is the result for the customer that has been found in the system. I will update it to business customer type. I'll choose option 2. Business name, I'll change it to Hawthorne, and then the address, the established date for that business, and then the phone number, security number, email, and then the username, and then the password. And then the customer was successfully updated from individual customer to business type. And then I will search all the customers. I'll choose option 4 to display all the customers in the system. So scroll up. These are the customers for our bank system. And then I'll choose 5 to go to the main menu. And this is a main menu that from the employee portal. Now I will hand over the presentation to Kang to walk you through to the customer portal.
Thank you, Lei. Good morning, everyone. Now I'm gonna go to the walk through the customer portal, which is option 3. I will enter the username and password. And you
can see these are the files that has been created. We have this account text file. And then we have the employees text file. And we have the transactions that has been created for the accounts. These are the customer text file that has been created from the system. I'll hand it over to Chieda to walk you through to the rest of our presentation.
Thank you, Lee. Hi everyone, my name is Sayeda. I will start by walking you through our unit testing process. We use TestNG to test our classes, and here are the result of some of our test cases that passed. This indicates that our code is functioning properly. Moving on to the code coverage, we currently have low overall coverage. Due to the large number of classes and limited time, we focused on testing key classes to cover the most important functionality. Next, for our tools and technology, we used WhatsApp and Google Meet. For communication, NetBeans was used to write our code. GitHub was used for sharing our code repository and collaborating with the teams. We used Git Bash and Tortoise Git to manage change and update. Regarding challenges, we faced several issues. Coordinating schedule across the team was challenging. Different version of tool caused compatibility problem, and especially when merging changes from other team member to GitHub, we encounter errors and require debugging and fixing. That's conclude my presentation. Thank you so much for your attention. We are now open for any questions. Thank you so much.
Let's give a big round to this group because really work very hard. Yeah, so first of all, like a decent project and very good demo. I really like it. Time is limited, otherwise I would love to complete entire demo. Question, how did you plan among your team, like who does what and when?
Yeah.
So for
go ahead.
You can go ahead, Lee.
No, it's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So we started off by group meeting, and then we did the diagrams, and then we, for the classes and things for NetBeans, we divided our group into 2 people, and that way we did the coding and everything.
So when you were working, anybody can participate, or maybe I can ask Randy, Randy, when you were working for this project, what was the most difficult problem did you face?
Well, we had some challenges. We were all getting familiar how to use Git, and so we were able to maneuver through that together as a team. So we were able to collaborate with Git, which helped us tremendously because we were able to use that to commit, pull, and push through our changes. And so we were able to finally get through that. And once we got through the maneuvering through Git, we were able to continue to move forward. We had some challenges with meetings sometimes because of this different schedules, but we were able to work through that and work in pairs when needed. So that kind of solved that challenge. But other challenges were just the able to provide the proper coding and making sure we were pushing our changes through to match what we all had on our NetBeans.
Very good. So Leilani, question is, when you work in this group, right, how, let's say next time if I give you one month extra, how would you divide and conquer among the group and improvise this project?
Say it again, Tushar. I didn't.
Yeah, so let's say if I give you 1 month extra, what would you improve in this project? How would you divide and conquer, knowing now you know the team capacity, team interest, team expertise? What would you add, change, update in this project if I give you 1 more month?
Yeah. Like what the group one said earlier, I would like to improve this by adding the user login management to you know, how to do the or create and maintain the user logins of the users, the admin from employee, and then the customers. So I'm planning that one factor that needs to improve in this system. And then more validation when it comes to field. So yeah, so that's the thing I can see it now for additional improvement.
And Fatima, I saw that you shared the test coverage, like why it was difficult for you to improve the code coverage.
The thing is, my version is different. I write all the test cases. When I put on the GitHub, their version is different and it gives the error. So we have to fix all the error, and we couldn't fix like all the errors. We just fix some of the errors.
Okay. So what did you learn from this exercise?
Like coordination and on time, like and we have to speed up a little bit in our writing the codes, because we took a lot of time in writing the code, so we don't have time for testing, and when we test it gives us error and we don't have time to fix these errors.
Very good. Now basically when they have 3 components, right? Employee portal, custom portal, bank portal. So they could complete one portal and give you time so you can complete that testing. Then they should go to the next portal. And second thing is when it's a tagging, right? When developer complete, they should communicate to you, and you also need to say, hey guys, are you done? Should I pull it? It appears you might not have pulled it. When you don't pull, you have old version. So continuous coordination and communication will really speed up the process. But overall, excellent work. I really enjoy this thing. Marian has a question.
The question for the team: after you complete this project and know what you know right now, is there anything you would do differently?
Yes, the thing is, we divide our portals like two members each portals, and we start like the objects and all on our own, and we put different data types. When collaborate, it gives the error. We have to fix that error, and then we start working on that again. So I think what we should do, like first we define the data types to our team, and then all will stick together like on the same data types.
Thank you.
And then in addition to Shieda, like what I said to Tushar, in order to improve this system, to make it different from other projects. I will add a portal for the user login management, so that it's easy for like for the other user who will handle that portal, that user login portal, and it's easy to manage and maintain the user logins of every users.
Very good. And Kang, like how you feel after working with this group, first project in Java?
Headache and fun. It's a learning experience. So.
Yeah, but you guys motivated me today. So first of all, thank you. You meet and exceed my expectations. So both group did an awesome job. I know we have limited